Hey, Abe. What you sipping on, man?
Chimera coffee. Next question.
Cool. So let's keep speaking on this Chimera coffee.
Okay.
How do you feel when you take a sip right now? Take a sip, Doug. There you go. Oh, is that ice? Did you ice it? Did you cold brew it?
It's cold brew Chimera coffee.
Oh, how does that taste?
It's splendid.
It's Splenda?
No Splenda needed.
No Splenda needed because it's just sweet goodness.
It's a perplexing flavor.
Perplexing. Can you spell that?
No.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But
not because I'm not focused.
No,
I'm just not a good speller.
You're focused, huh?
Yes.
Why is that?
The nootropics in the Chimera coffee. Very simple.
Oh.
Very simple recipe. You put coffee, you put a bunch of nootropics.
You just grind those puppies together.
You mix them up, you shake them up.
And then you got this.
And then you brew
and
it.
you cold brew it?
And you cold brew
Oh,
it.
dog.
Go to chimeracoffee.com, type in the coupon code Show the Art, and you save 10%. It's even simpler than that.
Can you get any better than 10%?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yes.
But
you have to go to a different website.
Oh, okay.
If you go to invertedgear.com, and you're in the mood for like a new gi, or a new
Spring's
like
coming,
rash guard,
or spring is here.
Spring is here. A new T-shirt.
Okay.
Go to invertedgear.com, type in the coupon code Show the Art 15, and you save not 10, not 12,
not 13,
14,
14.
No, 15.
15. Hot diggity darn, man. 15%.
15% off.
That is a lot of money.
Yeah, we're going crazy over this. It's weird.
Speaking of crazy, can you get any better than 15%? Riddle me this.
This is the corniest commercial we ever did. Yes, we can.
Commercial. This is real talk.
Yeah, no, this is real talk. Yes, we can.
How?
Go to m85.com.
Okay.
Type in the coupon code STA20 only when you're in the mood to buy a new rash guard.
Yeah.
Type in the coupon code STA20 on any and all of
their
M85's gear.
Their dopeness.
Their dopeness.
Don't even call it their gear. Their dopeness.
Dopeness. I think they have shirts too.
Ooh.
And save 20%. Come on.
20. We went 10. We went 15. Then we went 20.
Yeah.
Guys, we just saved you a boatload of money.
A boatload of money.
You're welcome.
A buttload of money.
You know what you should do with that?
What?
Maybe buy like a little Show the Art hoodie that we just came out with.
With the money
Doug.
you saved, you can go to showtheart.com and buy one of our hoodies.
There you go.
You don't need a discount.
You don't
at
need
that
a discount
point
because you saved so much damn money.
Exactly. But for all you fans that are looking for a Show the Art discount, we will have one soon. We're just building a new site, and once that new site comes out, we'll have the ability to do discounts. Right now, we're living in the Stone Ages, so give us some time. Give us about a month, and
these
all
cavemen will evolve. Don't you worry.
That's it.
On that note, let's start this podcast, man.
Boom.
Enough talking.
Just one shot, one kill. I walk off.
It walk off.
And it's like a home.
Lights out, bruv. Just absolutely splendid.
The name's Jimmy Manuwa.
Well, Jimmy.
Give me anybody. I'd take Johnny Bones.
Jimmy Bones Jones.
Now he doesn't know how to speak. One shot, one kill.
One shot, one kill, bruv. It's over. It's over.
I knock him out.
His head come off.
That bruv, he was a good fighter, but you know, I do this every day, bruv.
He's going to eat his chips and fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
And potatoes.
They ought to respect my power.
Oh, they get
bruv.
Lit up. Absolutely lit up, bruv.
I want the winner of Stipe and the other bruv.
Del Años. What are we recording?
We can start the show now.
Oh my goodness, what is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Show the Art podcast. Unfortunately, we are your hosts. My name is Abe. Alongside with me is my boy.
Yeah.
Abe, what's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, Abe? His new nickname is Abe Manuwa.
Abe Manuwa?
Manuwa. I said Manuwa. Hot damn.
Yikes. It might be Manuwa.
We're starting off
this
podcast
might be
really
Manuwa.
bad. Might be Manuwa,
bruv.
but I think it's Manuwa, bruv.
I would know my own name, bruv. Listen, bruv. You want to talk to crop?
Absolutely.
I'll hit you with the bomb. One shot, one kill.
He dead.
Dingdom.
Lit up, bruv. Lit up. Absolutely lit up. Splendid. And this is what happens when you speak in a British accent is that we froze the damn computer. What you guys don't realize or what you guys didn't notice with the magic of editing is that our computer froze.
And we went on for like 10 minutes and realized
we were going
we didn't
hard.
Get anything.
Yeah. We sounded like, who is it? Jason Statham? Is he? He's not British, is he? I don't know.
We sounded like Jason Statham and Daniel Craig having a conversation.
At the same time.
To each other.
Yeah, just talking to each other.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
I don't know who I would want to be in that situation.
So that's
honestly.
that's what you guys missed.
Yeah.
So one day maybe we'll bring it back in the archive, but yeah, let's just move right along, man.
Yeah, man. So what do you want to talk about?
Well, the element of surprise is all gone now. So what I want to talk about is something very big, guys. Something very special that happened over the weekend.
Okay. There was no UFC event.
There wasn't a UFC event.
There was no sports event. I know there was a couple basketball games.
There was a sporting
Maybe that's
event.
what you're talking about.
Sports entertainment.
Curling? Yeah, there was curling.
There
right?
was the granddaddy of them all, my friend.
Oh, ping pong.
The ultimate thrill ride.
Hold on, let me
The
guess.
showcase of the immortals.
Billiards.
WrestleMania 33.
Really?
Yeah.
There are only 33?
WrestleMania 33 just went on, man.
I would think that they would be past 33 by now.
Thank
if
God.
they were successful enough.
No, they're successful, man, because they sold out. I think they hit like around 70,000.
Listen, man, when you sell out,
70.
that doesn't mean anything to me. Everybody sells out everything. Like, shut up.
Tis true, but it's still 70,000.
What was it, Dallas Stadium or something?
70,000. No, it was in Orlando.
Exactly. Yeah, they can't afford Dallas Stadium.
They were just in Dallas Stadium last year.
Oh, shut up.
No, but homie, it was dope, but it was very long. It lasted 5.5 hours.
What the hell?
I was at my boy's house.
Hold on.
From
How much
maybe
was
like
it for 5.5 hours?
How much did we spend?
Yeah, how much was it?
Oh, it's just like UFC.
So how much was it?
$10.
No.
Yeah.
It's $10?
Yeah.
Just for WrestleMania?
Just for WrestleMania.
I thought you have to pay for the pay-per-view.
No, you don't pay for pay-per-views. Once you subscribe to UFC, I mean WWE, like their WWE network.
Okay.
$10 a month. You could watch all the pay-per-views, all the
Really?
content. Yeah, it's like
UFC Fight Pass?
but better.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah.
But they probably did that because no one was buying pay-per-views anymore.
No, I think they just
That's
want
probably
to take in all the profits, right? Just so they don't have to share with pay-per-view. They just take in all the money. Yeah. So they don't have to. They don't answer to
Interesting.
anybody.
But they
anymore.
can easily upcharge from their network.
Yeah. They probably could.
Pay-per-view comes WrestleMania. You're paying
Yeah.
$10 a month. All right, for the pay-per-view, you got to pay 30 bones.
Yeah, but imagine how much more loyal fans they have now that because they don't.
True. No, it's a great idea.
yeah.
It's a great
I
idea.
yeah.
I'm just
It's a
wondering
winner for
why
us.
UFC is still doing the model that they're doing.
Yeah.
But WWE has been around much longer than the UFC, than MMA, period.
Yeah, I wonder how the fan base is like. Like how big the difference between the fan base
Yeah,
is.
like how many subscribers are on the WWE network compared to the UFC Fight Pass network?
Yeah, and all in all too, like UFC fans compared to WWE fans.
Yeah.
Because
And then-
UFC fans actually took a lot of the WWE fans, like the 18 to 34 demographic, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
You don't like
same
if
age,
if you watch wrestling now, it's mixed. You'll see some adults, but a lot of kids now. Back in the day, like the Attitude Era, when your boy Stone Cold,
Break it down.
DX, The Rock, you could see it. The majority were like older, like men, like
because
teenage boys.
I mean, I don't know how it is now, but back then I remember there was like cursing. There was, they were saying things like ass and
a lot of like sexual innuendos and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a lot different now. It became very PG.
Yeah, you can't.
Not really blood or whatever.
But that's everything now.
Yeah, it has to evolve.
No blood.
Yeah, no
the
blood.
hell?
Maybe once in a blue moon.
Okay.
It's weird.
And it's like, whoa.
Now when you probably see blood, you're like, oh, this is real. Like
this is serious.
like when you see like old videos like Ric Flair bleeding, you're like, wow,
Really?
it was like that. Yeah, it's a big difference now.
Interesting.
Yeah, so the Hardy Boys came out. You remember them? Those were
Jeff
your boys,
and Matt.
Jeff and Matt Hardy. The crowd was going crazy. I was going crazy.
But everybody knew they were coming back.
Some.
I heard rumblings.
There was like maybe like the hardcore, the people that actually read like Bleacher Report, all that stuff knew. A lot of people didn't know. Like casual fans had no idea.
I knew, and I'm not even a casual fan. I don't even watch it. I just heard about it.
That's true. How'd
But
you hear about it?
I don't know. Facebook
When
or
they
something?
came out, or
No, beforehand. I knew that they. You know what? Maybe somebody on
maybe
Facebook
the buzz.
was like,
Probably me or Chris or Biscuit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was dope. Very long though. That's one thing I didn't like. By the time
You don't like long?
the main event, maybe I do, extended.
Okay.
But yeah, that on sad news, Undertaker lost, and he retired.
So he finally lost at WrestleMania?
Yeah, no, this is the second loss. He lost to Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, UFC,
Again?
ex-UFC champion.
Hold on, this time
They
he
came
lost
back
to
to-
Brock Lesnar?
He lost to Roman Reigns last night.
Who the hell
Roman
is that?
Reigns is like a Samoan heartthrob.
Okay.
Just think of
ladies
me.
love him?
Yeah, think of me with long hair.
Okay, wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, mama.
That is what I am saying.
Steaming up right now.
I know. Wow, the windows just all fogged up all of a sudden for some reason. It's not even. I can't think of anything.
Yeah,
But
Roman Reigns, yeah.
Yeah.
So, hold on. Roman Reigns was the champion?
No. They would just
Or
main
Undertaker
evented.
was the champion?
No, neither.
They just
Yeah.
made it.
Yeah,
Undertaker.
Brock Lesnar and Goldberg was the fight before, or the match before.
Oh, yeah, how'd that go? Was it repeat?
It wasn't as bad as
Okay.
the last one.
Yeah, because
Well,
we talked about it.
It was a bunch of suplexes, spears, F5s. So it was cool. But what's his name? Brock Lesnar won that matchup.
Who
Yeah.
won the last one? First one.
Goldberg.
Okay.
Goldberg won. Yeah. And then I remember Austin stunning both of them.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, Goldberg's like 50 now, right?
No, he's home. He's like 39.
No.
Yeah, you got to look it up.
What?
He's not that old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for him, man.
Exactly. Goldberg is around like 50.
That's
Brock-
what I mean, Goldberg. I wasn't
Oh,
talking
I'm
about
sorry.
Brock. I was talking
thinking
about
Brock.
Goldberg. Yeah.
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 Goldberg is around 50.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd have been really good
Yeah.
for.
I've seen Goldberg. I follow him on Instagram. He's been hitting
yeah.
pads. He's really into Muay Thai.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. He's
He
really
has
into MMA.
he has a different, like, of course, because he's older now, but he doesn't really have that bodybuilding type of
No.
body. You know what I mean? That linebacker type
Yeah.
of football body. He has more like, if you were to tell me he competed in MMA, I would actually believe you.
If you would have told me back in the day he competed in football, I would have believed you.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the way you train is
Yeah.
the way you're gonna look.
It's funny, man. Back in the day, I used to like. You knew, like, all right, this guy's probably taking
on that juice.
supplements.
The juice is loose.
Whenever I looked at Goldberg, I never felt that way.
Yeah, he just looked proportional.
He looked proportionate. You didn't see veins like crazy. Maybe it was the chest hair.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
like he didn't care about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But he always looked like natural to me. I don't know if he is.
Like Brock Lesnar.
Unlike Brock Lesnar.
Yo, Brock Lesnar is
Humongous.
a beast of a man.
Is he bigger now?
No, he's around the same. He's just.
He's humongous. His chest
Yeah.
muscle is as big as my head.
I know his good genes. Good for him, man. Juice or not juice.
Juice or not juice, he's a big guy.
He's still a big guy. He's a behemoth of
Yeah.
a man.
So that was the highlight of the show.
Yeah, man. Undertaker losing was like it was sad.
Why?
Seeing him, it was just years. He came
He
into-
retired.
He retired for
losing.
good. Yeah.
Why
I,
did he retire?
I think that's how you. I think in the wrestling business, when you retire, you kind
pass
of
the torch.
Gotcha. Exactly.
Gotcha. I get
Yeah. So
I get it.
it's like when Bret Hart was supposed to when he went to WCW.
He was supposed to pass the torch, but then they had the Brett Gate.
He didn't want to. Yeah.
What was it called?
Montreal Screwjob.
There we go.
Yeah, close. You're close.
Brett Gate.
Brett Gate. Sean Gate.
Sean Gate.
Heartbreak Gate. Yeah, man. But it was a good WrestleMania. Very long, but it's still entertaining and moving right along because this is a jiu-jitsu / MMA
it's whatever.
podcast.
It's sports.
Actually, yeah,
It's
F it.
sports,
We
yeah.
talk about. Let's just
F5
talk
it.
about the whole thing for the rest of the episode.
No, don't.
No?
But if you really want to like talk about something else exciting that happened, or something that happened that was exciting, because you really haven't said anything that was exciting yet. But
I beg to differ. I really beg to differ.
the Hardy Boys,
No.
coming out with their shakas and long hair
He said
and
they're
guts.
Shakas.
Shaka.
Shaka, bro. He does have like a certain thrust that makes you move.
Yeah.
He has a certain gyration that gets you grooving.
Is Jeff Hardy still like? I remember back in the day watching him, very acrobatic.
Yes.
But his movements would always look goofy. He's just like, ugh.
yeah.
Like when he ran, it was like his whole torso and his shoulder was all one piece.
Oh, was it?
Like he
I
couldn't
never
move his arms independently.
You know, I never noticed that. I want to start looking at that now.
Yeah.
I will start looking at
Maybe
that
he's
now.
not like. Maybe he's a little bit looser now.
Yeah.
Maybe he's been doing the foam roller for these last couple years since.
No,
he's
that
been
is at the ripe age of like
Yeah.
40 something.
How about Edge and Christian? They're retired, right?
They're so retired. He had
They have
like,
a podcast now.
do they?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Do they call Christians fans Christians?
No. Oh, we went there.
Yeah.
That was good. That was actually really good.
Thank you.
No, but they're called his peeps.
His peeps.
Don't ask
that's
me.
right.
It's his peeps.
And then who else had a funny name for his fans? Was it Jericho?
Jericho Holics.
Jericho.
Yeah. He had a match. It's crazy. Like I just looked it up. I didn't know it was some kind of nerve damage. But if you look at some certain wrestlers, like their chest is gone. Like the middle of their chest is like completely wiped out. So if I were to show you Chris Jericho, like remember Scott Steiner, that buff ass?
Yeah.
He has a tattoo of like a heart, like a huge tattoo on his chest. The reason why is because his chest kind of caved in. I'm gonna look it up and show you so I could hear you, so the people could hear you
the
react.
Genetic freak, right?
Yeah,
that was Scott Steiner.
Big Daddy, Big Papa Pump,
Big Papa Pump,
Big Papa Pump. But
it was Genetic Freak too, right?
Yeah.
Genetic Freak.
Scott Steiner.
How about Kevin Nash? Is he still around?
Yeah, he's all, his hair is all gone. Everything's white
he's
now.
around. He competes.
Yeah. No, he's just there. See that?
Whoa.
Yeah.
What happened to this guy?
Exactly.
What happened?
I think too many shots to the chest. Right? You see the difference? Right now I'm showing Abe like a picture of like his chest fully developed, or when he didn't have any kind of damage, and you see it like.
So that's a genetic.
No. I think it's just from like all the traumatic
punches.
Yeah, like abuse that you take, because they work 365 days. You know what I mean? They don't really have like a vacation. They don't have an off season. I think that's why they get so beat up, and like their death rates are just much higher, because couple that with all the drugs there, or like the
painkillers,
exactly, man.
Yeah,
so
it's very common in the wrestling world to be taking painkillers.
Like at 50, a lot of these guys are passing away.
Do you think they should do seasons like for this quarter you only get these wrestlers?
Yeah,
I
think like after WrestleMania they should take like some kind of leave, but the show must go on.
No, but you keep the show on, but like maybe for 6 months you only get these wrestlers, and then the next 6 months you only get so there's still shows constantly. But like
I bet you they actually thought about that, because they're probably thinking like, how can we find a way to give these guys
more of a rest?
Yeah. More of a break,
without making it feel like they're gone for too long.
Yeah, it's so hard because all the money that's involved. Like say someone like John Cena, you give him like 6 months rest, and then people get injured just like UFC.
Yeah.
And now who's gonna
John Cena
exactly.
Save the day. Now, do you know anything about how much these guys get paid?
I would say
like John Cena. How much does he get paid? Does he get paid per year, per show?
I think 7 figures.
Of course,
easily.
He gets paid by the millions.
Yeah.
But
I have no idea. That's a great question.
Especially like the big star.
That's
not
a great
necessarily
question.
like the lower guys.
Maybe one day we could get some of these guys on and just ask them like, what's the pay? Like, how is pay like?
Yeah.
For you guys, yeah. I can only imagine what it's like when you make it. Good for them. Yeah.
You make it.
When you make it, you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving right along, because we got a special weekend. Something that I hope that doesn't get ruined by
injury.
Like a weight cut miss or injury. Exactly.
Injury,
something
bug.
freak accident that happens.
They used to call me the freak accident.
Now we just call him the accident. We used to call him the freak. Now we just call him the accident. Yo, so we have a
UFC 210.
Huge fight this weekend.
UFC
man.
210.
210, man. I can't believe we're at 210 now.
Crazy.
Wow.
So let's go down the Let's go down the line of fights.
Give us a line of fights, Abe. What do we got?
So
let's start from main card from the bottom.
Okay.
Work our way up.
Started from the bottom.
Now we here.
So Will Brooks is fighting Charles Oliveira. What's his name? The Bronx. Du Bronx. Whatever.
Charles Oliveira. I really like Charles
Will
Oliveira.
Brooks.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't watched enough Will Brooks. What is his style like?
Will Brooks is really good. He's a good wrestler.
Okay.
He's more of a wrestler type dude.
Where's he train out of? Do you know?
Somewhere.
Okay, no worries. So more of a wrestler. So this could be like a grappler versus grappler type. Well, Charles Oliveira has everything.
Yeah, Charles Oliveira has everything. I believe Will Brooks lost to Cowboy Oliveira his last fight. Let me triple check that real quick.
Yeah,
because I'm pretty sure.
Verify.
Alex Oliveira, Will Brooks. Yeah. Cowboy Oliveira, Alex Oliveira. And that last fight, Oliveira actually was the one wrestling him. If you look at Will Brooks' body,
jacked.
He should be a statue in the MoMA.
Oh,
this guy's in shape.
He has an Ames
proportioned
type of,
but more proportioned than you.
Okay.
You kind of got your proportions off. You didn't read the Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, got it. So
he did. He was a co-writer on that.
So
book.
him, Yoel Romero.
Yeah, but he looks better than Yoel. Like Yoel just looks like a superhero. Will Brooks looks like a guy you can be one day if you
work hard
punk.
enough.
Yeah, if you weren't such a
bitch ass. You're such a bitch ass punk.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
Very proportionate.
Gotcha.
This guy's in shape.
Nice.
So, he lost to Alex Oliveira, Cowboy Oliveira, and Cowboy started wrestling him, and it was very interesting.
Okay.
And then he wound up hurting his rib in the fight, and that's what put the icing on the cake. But now he's back. He's fighting Charles Oliveira, and it's going to be very interesting. I give it to Will Brooks, but we'll see, man.
Okay.
Charles Oliveira is not on his last couple fights. Haven't been so hot.
Yeah, man.
Haven't been so hot, so we'll see.
I'm gonna go with Charles Oliveira just because I haven't seen Will Brooks.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan. I actually like Charles Oliveira a lot.
Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah. Who did he lose? Pettis? Who was his last?
He got guillotined by Pettis.
Yeah, man.
He got guillotined by somebody else.
He's just all about the guillotines. If he's not catching someone in the guillotine, he's getting caught in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked up Will Brooks. Yep, he's a specimen.
Yeah, Max Holloway. Max Holloway beat up Charles Oliveira. Yeah, Will Brooks is.
Yeah,
in shape.
Yeah, he's in shape.
He's in shape.
He's a good guy. Chiseled.
Next fight is Thiago Alves versus Patrick Cote.
Good whole. Oh, actually, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, got old school.
Mm-hmm.
Can we say old school for these guys?
They're originals.
Not old school, but like.
They're last generation.
Yeah, they're last generation.
But you know what? Patrick Cote has. Excuse me.
You son of a bitch. Drink some more Cormier coffee.
Man, I'm yawning.
God, how disrespectful
I don't know,
bastard.
man, it's weird. I had 2 chocolate croissants today, and it's got me sleepy. Life of leisure.
Chew chocolate. I like your honesty. I like how you didn't say, I just had 2 acai bowls. My sugar.
Nope.
My blood sugar's going down. No, you went. Where'd you get those chocolate croissants? Let's put this.
Made them.
Oh, you made chocolate croissants?
Well, they were frozen, and then you heated up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, Erie Cafe. Moving along.
Yeah, so Patrick Cote versus Thiago Alves.
Okay.
This is Thiago Alves at 170.
Yeah.
This is Thiago Alves saying, hey, I'm done with cutting weight. I'm back.
I'm back,
baby.
This is the way I like him at, man.
These guys,
he's a chiseled guy.
Yeah.
Speaking of chiseled, if you do things the right way, you look like Thiago.
Yeah.
You look like Thiago.
Yep.
Thiago
Alves, once upon a time, was a specimen. I don't know how he looks these days because he's a little
recently,
older.
Not as much, but still way better than my physique.
My fat ass.
Yeah. On the excitement level, where are we at with this one?
It's one of those fights, I believe,
that
is going to create excitement for one or the other.
Okay.
No one's really excited about Patrick Cote anymore these days because he lost to Cowboy, but he was on a winning streak before that.
Yeah. If this is a few years ago, maybe my excitement level will be a little high, but this gives me like.
But here's the thing. Patrick Cote beats Thiago Alves decisively, finishes him.
Yep.
Oh, snap. Patrick Cote's in the mix again.
Yeah.
Thiago Alves, on the other hand, if he beats Patrick Cote in his normal fashion, the way he used to, like finishing guys with strikes,
murdering,
it's going to get people, because people want to get behind a guy like
these
Thiago
strikers,
Alves. Especially Thiago Alves, because he was at one point like the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, they
he was
pushed
a fan
him to the
favorite
title,
too, man. Right before he faced off GSP, and he lost to GSP, but I remember right before their fight, was it for 100? We're saying like he's stocky, muscly. I don't think he has the conditioning to keep up with GSP.
Yeah.
And he looked perfectly fine, man. It's just he was just outclassed. But his conditioning was definitely there,
man.
That's one thing I came out impressed with during that fight.
Sure.
Yeah.
I agree, man. I'm on the same boat as you.
Yeah. But excitement level right now, I'm like a 4 or 5. I think when I watch it, that's gonna be another story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So right now, kind of tickles my fancy just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
What we got next? I think a woman's.
So next fight is Cynthia Calvillo.
Okay.
Calvillo. Versus Pearl Gonzalez. One thing about Pearl is she has a pretty cool name.
Yeah, that is a cool name.
That's a pretty cool name.
That's a first. I was like, oh, that's a nice name.
Yeah. I think this is Pearl's first fight in the UFC, if I'm not mistaken.
Or she from like Invicta.
Yeah, I think so. I don't really know too much about them.
Okay.
Not because they're women. Relax, people.
Yeah.
I just don't really know too much about them.
Yeah.
But hey, I'll tell you what. If they're on the main event card,
the third to the
of UFC 210 with Cormier Johnson,
they're
Mousasi,
building it up.
That must be a good fight happening.
It's a fight that we should be watching.
I'm definitely gonna watch it. Yep. Yeah. Fight after that.
And now we get to the meat and potatoes.
Chris Weidman versus Gegard.
Mousasi.
Listen, man, let me tell you the records.
I hate this.
This is record versus record. Let me tell you the records.
Tell me the records.
Chris Weidman's record, 13-2. Good record, right?
Yeah.
Good record.
Great record.
If you looked at Chris Weidman's record back in the day, you would think he's a beginner.
True.
You get to the UFC by having a 13-2 record.
That's
you
true.
know, back in the day, you used to not be able to get into the UFC unless you had 13-2. Nowadays, it's a little
you could
different.
be 1-0 or 0-0.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's so many more fighters and fighter slots now. Mousasi's record, 41-6-2.
Oh.
He's had 41 wins. He has, 6, 7, 8, 9, 49 fights total. This is his 50th fight.
That's a lot of fights.
This is his 50th fight.
That's a
number
lot of
5
fights.
versus number 4. So,
yeah, even for back in the day, that's still a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Mousasi, former Strikeforce champ, former
Mm-hmm.
Dream champ, I believe.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
Nice.
versus Chris Weidman, former
From
UFC
yeah.
champ.
Defeater of
The legend, Anderson Silva.
The GOAT.
This is Mousasi. He's missing the one crown jewel that
man.
he has not yet achieved.
It must be bothering him so much.
I'll give you one thing about him, though.
Yeah.
He hasn't gotten the opportunity yet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, oh, man, he's got so many fights. He's old. He's bad. You know, this is his last stretch. No, this is not his last stretch.
Yep.
He hasn't even made it to the title to lose, to try to come back from
This
it.
was a long road to the championship.
Super long road.
Yeah, super long road.
You know,
oh,
and-
wait, it's not even at the championship, but I think this is going to be
Yeah.
a deciding factor.
If he finishes Chris Weidman
yeah.
decisively and you're like, holy crap, I think he jumps over most people.
Mm-hmm.
And with the way things are looking right now, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go out on a limb. If GSP is definitely 100% positively still fighting Michael Bisping later on in the year, August, September,
What we got?
and Mousasi finishes Chris Weidman this weekend decisively, if he does, I'm not saying he will, but if he does and you're like, holy smokes, I'm going to go out on a limb. Mousasi versus Yoel Romero.
Oh, that would be
Just because you can't wait until September if you're Yoel.
Yeah, you can't.
And that winner faces.
Isn't it crazy how stacked the middleweight division is, man?
It's stacked.
It's like yoked. It's like not even top heavy, but it's just like
Yeah.
the guys at the top is like, I want to watch every single fight of middleweight.
Hell yeah.
Back in the day, or not too long ago, middleweights was like, it's like Anderson Silva and everyone else.
Yeah.
And then Chris Weidman was kind of working himself up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look out for this guy. And then he came out like, when he won, I was like, there's no way. Like,
And then there was Chael for a little bit of time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
But even Chael, when he was the contender, everyone thought he would get smoked.
Yeah.
And then he did what he did to Anderson the first fight, lost. But like everyone was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And then
There was, like,
he got busted for steroids right after
Yeah,
that.
he did. And then who else did we think, like, not even thought, like, Yushin Akami was another
Well,
guy. He was a
the
contender.
Yushin Akami fight, that was Anderson
His revenge.
revenging.
Mhm.
He was clearing that loss out of his
Yeah,
record.
man.
But yeah, who else was on Anderson's? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But it's just,
middleweight.
what we're trying to say is middleweight has come a long way.
Oh yeah.
And now look at all these fighters.
Yeah.
So
You still have Robert
Jacare.
Whittaker versus Jacare Souza.
man.
And the winner of that fight could easily fight Yoel next. Could
Mhm.
easily fight the winner
anyone
Chris
could be
Weidman.
the champion.
Anyone
could be
yes.
the champion in middleweight
Yes.
right now.
If Yoel gets the next title shot, you're not complaining.
Nope.
If the winner of this fight gets a title shot, you're not complaining. If the winner of
Jacare, Whittaker.
you're not complaining.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. Even though, like, say Whittaker would win, I would still want him to get one more.
He's
shot.
the only guy that
He's the only guy.
needs one more.
But still, if you were to get one,
I mean,
we've seen crazier. We've seen Cody Garbrandt
yeah,
get
and
a title
win.
shot. And
But
win.
here's the thing: if Robert Whittaker beats a guy like Jacare Souza,
it does speak levels.
it speaks levels,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
almost
yeah.
like, hey, that guy was number one contender. I beat him. I take his spot. I'm
Yeah,
number one contender.
true. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how it really should work.
It should.
And the same thing goes the opposite. And Chael Sonnen said it perfectly. I love this concept. I love this. He said, I lost to Tito Ortiz, and Tito sucks. He's like, so what happens when you lose to a guy? You take his place. I thought Tito was the worst fighter.
Yeah.
I lost him. Now I'm the worst fighter.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I have to get back in
I like that.
and put myself back into a different
I
situation.
like that.
So I think it goes both ways.
It should.
You take that
man.
guy's place. You swap places.
That's a really, really good
Yeah.
point.
Now, I don't think Tito is the worst fighter,
Yeah.
but I get what he's saying.
Yeah, he wasn't up there. He definitely wasn't up there.
Yeah.
In top
totally
15.
past his prime. But Tito's not a bad fighter,
He's not.
but the concept of that, it's like you should be able to conceptually replace that guy's
that
stats.
totally makes sense. It's just the UFC that we live in today, the way it's at, it doesn't really work that way.
No, but I think the fans still think that way.
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
the fans still. That's why a Cody Garbrandt could get so much hype behind him when he beats anybody. They say, all right, let's move him on.
True.
Up. Yeah. So who do you got? Chris Weidman or Mousasi?
Shoot, I'm gonna go Gegard with the win, even though I want Weidman, but then this is tough. The co-main events are brutal for me because I like all four dudes. But I think at the end, once the fight goes on, I think I'm gonna be rooting for Chris Weidman.
Okay.
Yeah. Who do you have winning?
I forever will hold a grudge against Chris Weidman
because
but as the years go by, it slowly
especially after 2 hard losses that he received, man.
Well, I held a grudge because of
what he did.
Yeah.
Twice.
Shall we not speak of that? But no, I like him as a fighter now.
Yeah.
I do like him as a fighter now because when I don't even want to get into it, but when he fought Anderson, I didn't think he deserved it. It was one of those situations. I'm like, this guy didn't. Just like when Conor fought
Junior. Oh, yeah, Jose.
Jose Aldo Jr.
Yeah.
I was like, he hasn't earned the shot. There's guys that are deserving more, but he wound up winning, so you can't blame the guy. But anyway, I like him now. He's more of an evolved fighter.
Yeah.
My heart wants him to win because I hate to see a great fighter lose 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Because he's a great fighter.
Yeah.
But my mind, my math is telling me, and looking at who's a better fighter, I'm saying Mousasi's going to win this.
Yeah. Unless Chris finds a way to really take him down and just maul him.
Mousasi's a great wrestler, though.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Weidman can beat anybody. Mm-hmm. He has knockout power. He has great wrestling. He has the recipe to beat anybody and stop a fight.
That's true.
So, with that said, he has a chance against anybody. And this is not like a big leap of a chance. Mousasi is a great fighter, but they're not at different levels. They're at the same level.
Yeah. What does it say the odds on the thing right now? On the card? If not, it's all good. Not
on here.
I would love to see the odds.
I don't really look at the odds.
Me neither.
I don't believe in the odds.
Just right now, I'd like to see who's a favorite because I bet you it's a slight.
Weidman will always be the favorite, I think, because he's he was pushed, he was the champ.
His name is there.
Yeah.
I get you.
But Mousasi, man.
So you're.
I'm gonna say Mousasi will win this thing.
Yeah.
Let's fill out brackets again.
Yeah, we should.
That was fun.
We should do that. I was just thinking about that right now. I'm gonna go Mousasi. Split decision.
Okay.
What do you got?
Yeah. Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Same
we're
thing.
both on, but I think at the end of it, I will be rooting for Chris Weidman just because
it's hard to not root against him. He's a great guy. He's a great
just
fighter.
Seems like a great family man. I think that's why I gravitate towards him. He just looks like a great family man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Mousasi drives a Beamer.
Well, then that goes. Okay, I changed my mind. So let's move on to the main event because I thought this was hard to pick.
Oof.
This one's even harder to pick, man. How do you pick between these two giants?
I'll tell you an easy, simple way to pick.
Gotcha.
Okay, all emotions aside, everything aside. You wanna make a strategical pick. You go with this math, right?
Okay.
Or not even math. This simple. Look at the history.
Yeah.
Danny Cormier. What the hell?
Yeah,
Daniel Cormier versus Anthony Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, when you're picking a winner of a fight, we're trying to figure out what their strengths, weaknesses are. This guy versus that guy, because they haven't fought before. There's no data.
Yeah.
This fight, we have data. We have past data to look at. We say, all right, their last fight, how did it go? Anthony Johnson caught him with a bomb.
Yep.
DC came back from it very early on.
Withstood it.
And just kind of pummeled him for the rest of the fight. And then got him really tired. I don't want to say made him give up. Because anybody who taps out is essentially giving up, but that's a bad way of putting it. It's not. You're not giving up. Somebody's making you tap out. But he got him really tired. And when you get really, really, really super crazy tired,
technique goes out the window.
I don't want to fight anymore.
Everything goes out the window.
I feel like I'm going to die. Forget it.
Yeah.
So he made Johnson do that. Now, that's the data we're pulling from. So I say DC wins.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. they both fought each other, and the fight went the way you thought their strengths would go.
Yeah,
Rumble would land a bomb, and he would win. Rumble did land the bomb, but he didn't win.
Yeah.
And then Cormier, he's going to grind him out and wrestle him and win. And he wound up doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he survived Rumble's strength.
Yeah.
So when you look at that, it's different if Rumble didn't even get a chance to land the bomb.
He did.
He did.
He landed that bomb.
So you look at that.
That's
So
true.
my data is telling me 55-45 DC.
Okay.
But Rumble can end any fight at any time.
Man.
And he's off 2-fight win streak.
He is a monster.
You never take him out. If he knocks Cormier out, I will not be surprised.
No, I think he is. He's gonna catch him.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna catch him like the first round. Yeah. You know what's funny? It's just like a spitting image of JDS and Kane, right? It's just like when as you're saying it, you're like, yo, the same thing happened basically.
Yeah.
It's just that JDS got that win. He finished it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, good point.
Rumble Johnson did not finish it, and then came back, and they're both. Kane and
DC are the same fighter essentially.
Relentless, just like great technique.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch them, it's the technique and the relentlessness is coming from guys you wouldn't like on paper, just look at them, you would not expect that type of like
pressure and nonstop like endurance.
Yeah, and it's not like nothing really sloppy. You know what I mean? Just
well,
watching
DC them his hands are a little loose.
They're not as good.
They're not as sharp as Kane. Yeah, but they're both very good fighters.
Which speaks highly of like just where they train, aka man.
Exactly.
So good for them. But I really think Rumble is gonna pull this one out.
Nice.
I think he's gonna get over that hump, and that's just really gonna take him to like another level. Because you just need that one thing that just mentally that's been like holding you down or whatever. And I heard did he get coach a mental coach?
He did have a mental coach. Yeah.
So I think this is where he kind of breaks free, and I'm pulling for him because Daniel Cormier, he's had the championship, he's won. Like I would like Rumble Johnson to taste that or to get to that top.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And you know what too? When you look at it on paper, and again, this is not anything personal for anybody, but when you look at it on paper, it's like those guys are so close.
Yeah,
your heart wants Anthony Johnson to win. Because he never won it.
Yeah.
Cormier won it. He's been a champ for like 2 years now.
That's why at the end I'm going to be rooting for him.
And Cormier is at the end of his career. Even though he's still a great fighter, he can easily retire now because he's got a good job at the UFC. Yeah. He's like 39 years old.
Chilling at Fox.
Yeah, he's probably making good money by now. Like he probably doesn't need. Plus, he's already hinted that he doesn't have much longer.
He branded himself really well.
Oh yeah,
he's did a great job. Yeah. Great job commentating. Yeah.
So you can see this as passing the torch.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, and from this, I hope we get a whole new appreciation for Daniel Cormier, whether he leaves or not. Just because I don't think the fans appreciate him as much as
they don't.
He doesn't get enough credit. Just like Woodley, Tyron Woodley. I gotta watch that. They had like a little documentary. I don't know if they came out with it on him, just to kind of on Tyron Woodley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to see him in a different light. Like I think he's totally misunderstood.
You mean his Champ Camp videos or something else?
Maybe I'm not sure. I heard it on K-Flow and John Anik's podcast are talking about it. So I want to check it out and just see what it's like.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
just see more of who he is.
Okay, yeah. I don't know how you brought up Woodley, but.
No, how
does that relate? How does Woodley relate?
Cormier, I was saying they're both like misunderstood. They're not fully appreciated by the fans.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
for sure.
That's
now, I understand why Woodley is not fully backed by the fans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why Cormier is.
When they boo him, it's like, why are you
Because he's a good guy. He's too good. And I guess people can't relate to that. You can't relate to somebody that nice of a guy, that good of a person.
I know, and he talks smack, but you could tell he doesn't have any ill will or bad intentions. He's doing it just for the fight, to sell the fight. But I don't get it.
Yeah, but also he's not a knockout artist. Like Anthony Johnson's the same way, but he's a knockout artist.
That's so
you're like,
true.
F it. He's knocking people out. We'd love to see that.
Yeah,
Cormier's a grinder.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he's a really nice guy.
Like Ben Henderson.
Exactly.
Yeah, never really finished fights.
And so we'll see. But Woodley, on the other hand, I could see why, because some people look at him as like complaining too much.
No, I get you.
And he has a right to complain.
Yeah. I see both sides.
Yeah, exactly. So, but granted, Woodley has been through a lot, and his story should be heard.
He should, man.
Yeah. And he's a great fighter.
Yeah,
he's definitely not getting
puts in
enough
the work. I don't think. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Here's another thing too. He just won the belt, right? hold on. Did he beat? Who did he beat? He beat Robbie Lawler for the belt.
Yep.
Then he had 2 title defenses.
Yeah.
One was a draw against Wonder Boy, and then one was a win against Wonder Boy. Both were like not exciting fights.
Yeah.
So he needs that breakout, exciting win as the champion. So people can get.
I really
him.
enjoyed that first fight. The second fight was a snooze fest.
Yeah.
I remember the first fight, like I was kind of out of my seat. I was really nervous because going back and forth. Second one was
Yeah.
But I do agree he needs that like stamping moment, like I'm the champ. It's just sometimes we get like brainwashed thinking like the champ's always gonna finish fights.
True.
Like Conor McGregor style.
Yeah.
That's what he's on another level. But we could talk about that.
Yeah. So speaking of that weight division, no, let's go back. Did we pick winners for DC Johnson?
Oh no,
you picked Rumble.
I'm going Rumble.
I'm picking
Rumble.
DC.
Yeah, I can't even get mad at that. I'm gonna say Rumble second round. Actually, no, Rumble first round.
Okay.
I'm going, yeah.
I don't know when DC is gonna win, but I believe he will win.
Okay.
Okay, moving on to welterweight. Some big news.
Before we head out.
You want to break it to this podcast?
Guys,
it's already been broken.
Huge. It's been broken. It's coming back.
From our sources at MMAfighting.com. Basically, just go to their website.
Check them out. But Cerrone.
Donald Cowboy Cerrone's back.
Against. Break it.
Robbie Lawler.
Oh, baby.
Now, this fight was supposed to happen, remember?
Yeah. And who got I think Robbie Lawler.
This was right after Robbie Lawler lost to Woodley. Lost his belt.
Mm-hmm.
Reigning champ. They set him up with Donald Cerrone, and then he's like, nah, I need more rest.
Yeah.
I got my bell rung.
Yeah.
I need more rest. So that's what happened. And he's been out for like a year.
He's been out for a while.
Yeah.
Man. He's been out for a while.
Gathering his thoughts. He switched teams.
Yeah.
But he's back.
Where's he at now? Do you know?
He's training in Florida with Henry Hooft. And I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I believe he's training with Anthony Johnson because Anthony Johnson trains with Henry.
Yeah, he
Henry
does.
Hooft.
He was Hoofed. He was rocking that shirt, that Hooft shirt on his little run.
Hooft shirt.
Yeah, Hoofed. Yeah. But that's gonna be a barn burner, man. That's another fan favorite. Like,
oh yeah. That's a fight everybody wants to see.
You know something's going to go down.
What the UFC should have done is have, like, if you want to set people up for a title shot, you put Wonder Boy versus Robbie Lawler next. That's what the UFC should have done.
Yeah, they should have.
But
unfortunately.
But you know what? Then maybe they shouldn't because Wonder Boy has a big chance of winning that fight because he's been active.
Yeah.
And he's a very, very good fighter. And if he beats Robbie Lawler, you have to give him another title shot. And no one's ready to see that third fight.
True.
Maybe in a year from now, 2 years from now, they're ready to see that fight. Or if somehow Woodley loses, then you push him again.
I think with the time that we have now, one of them are going to lose. Because welterweight is another stacked division.
It's so stacked, yeah.
Exactly. That's the only reason I'm saying.
For sure.
Not saying because any of them are not skilled.
I agree.
Just
but what they could do is Donald Cerrone versus Robbie Lawler, set that winner up to fight Woodley. Robbie Lawler, he lost, but he was on a winning streak as the champion.
Yeah,
one win against a top opponent, he deserves a title shot. Plus, who wouldn't want to see that rematch?
Yeah, I would love to see that rematch.
Now, on the other hand, Donald Cerrone, we've been begging to give him a title fight. They would love to give him a title fight.
Sure.
It's just he unfortunately lost last fight to Jorge Masvidal. But if he beats Robbie Lawler, again, like we just talked about, he gets his spot. He should get the title shot. Plus, that's an exciting.
That would be exciting.
Fight.
I would feel bad for Jorge because he beat Donald Cerrone, but it just styles make matchups.
But also, Donald Cerrone is at a higher rank.
Yeah,
you know, and his history of fighting, he's fought greater fighters. Cerrone fought for the lightweight title.
Yeah,
he's fought a lot of.
He's done a lot. He has enough credit.
Yes, exactly. He could cash in.
Whereas
Jorge, if he beats Damian Maia,
that's
oh man.
If he beats Cerrone, then Damian, I think he should get straight up.
If he beats Damian and Cerrone beats Robbie Lawler, who do you give the title shot to?
I would actually give it to Damian. I mean, I would give it to Jorge.
Fight each other?
I would give it to Jorge and
because he's the one who won.
Yeah, he already beat Donald.
And Damian Maia's on a winning streak right now.
Like on a crazy winning streak. Winning the same exact way.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So it's welterweight. We're in a good time right now, fans. We should really appreciate where we're at right now. Because we have like from heavyweight to strawweight and women's or bantamweight, whatever the lighter one.
One last one.
What we got, Doug?
Next UFC right after that, UFC Fight Night. I like that Demetrious Johnson always wants to fight on like UFC Fight Nights like on Fox. I believe this is a Fox card.
Okay.
Because he wants that many fans.
Yeah.
He knows he's not going to get paid pay-per-view money.
Yeah.
They're going to have to give him a flat rate.
True.
But he's on Fox.
Nice.
A gazillion people watch Fox.
Yeah.
It's smart marketing.
Who's his...
He's fighting Wilson Reis.
Oh.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu sensation.
Extraordinaire.
Yes. Who do you think? Considering Demetrious Johnson's last fight.
Yeah. I'm
very interesting.
I'm gonna go DJ just because it's DJ. I think he's in a.
You have to go with DJ. You'd be crazy if you don't.
Yeah, I think maybe just showed a little chink in the armor, but little mistake. But I think he's gonna. Yeah. He's gonna smoothen that out.
If he wins this fight, he ties Anderson Silva's most consecutive title defense win streak.
He's gonna go down as the most underappreciated fighter we've ever had.
Well. Not yet. We don't know that yet.
No, yeah. Like, say he's on...
Because his career's not over. Now, if he wins this and then he decides, I tied the streak, that's enough, let me go up and start fighting those guys.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. That's what people want to see.
Exactly.
They want to see him fight other stars.
Not just clearing out his weight division.
And granted, that's what Anderson did.
Yeah, that's true.
But Anderson needed breakout moments.
He had those breakout moments.
The Vitor moment, the Chael moment.
And the thing is, too, is that he had it at a heavier weight class.
People like the
bigger guys. Yeah, the closer you get to heavyweights, the more you're gonna watch.
But Demetrious Johnson, if he has more moments like he did against what's his name? The guy he just fought. That
I can't remember.
Pretty well, the one that won the Ultimate Fighter.
I feel horrible.
If Demetrious Johnson faces, the crazy thing is if he faces a little bit more adversity.
Yeah. Yep.
People will appreciate him more.
I agree.
You know, just like they did with Anderson. Or if he starts out of nowhere just knocking guys out with crazy shit.
What he needs is that one guy to bring him to the brink. That could be him. This is Muhammad Ali and Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather has no losses, great technique, great defense, but don't really care. Because he doesn't have those moments like Muhammad Ali had.
True.
Muhammad Ali had Joe.
But what moment took Floyd to the next level? Was it Oscar De La Hoya?
Yeah, that was his breaking moment. Yeah, he beat Arturo Gatti. That's when he used to be Pretty Boy Floyd. No, I'm not sure if a lot of people remember that.
Yeah,
his
and then he changed to Money.
Money. Yeah, that's when he left. I think HBO. I forgot who. He left Golden Boy, and then he turned himself from Pretty Boy Floyd to Money Mayweather. And that's what his whole persona came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but that was his breakout moment. He needed the other guy.
Exactly.
And Anderson needed. I think when Anderson knocked out Vitor, he needed that, and that's what sparked his.
I even think before that, because I was just a casual fan at that time, and then when I saw him, I forgot who he took out. I think it was homie with the red hair, big ass head. He used to Ultimate Fighting.
Chris Lieben?
Yeah.
But that was his first fight in the UFC.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a fan of Anderson's at that moment. He became my favorite fighter from that fight.
Yeah, man.
Just because I think the stat is he landed 100% of his strikes in that fight. And that
That's
includes
ridiculous.
Knees.
That is ridiculous,
punches,
man.
kicks, elbows.
And I believe that. That was ridiculous, what the show that he put on. I think if you put on a performance like that, and then he was hyped up, too.
Yeah.
Remember when he was coming
in?
But
then he got the title shot immediately after, and they're like, oh, he doesn't deserve it. He only had one fight in the UFC, and he fought Chris Weidman. Chris Lieben.
Yeah, eat a dick.
And then he knocked out Rich Franklin. But anyway,
we digress. Shattered that nose.
2 fights.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah. But, we getting back to the point, Demetrious Johnson needs a breakout No, he needs either a knockout win. He needs a knockout win.
He needs something.
Or he needs that fighter to show adversity.
Exactly. He needs that one special. Like, he's on it right now. I think he just needs to string on a little bit more. Because he showed he could get over adversity. I think now he has to just, start taking people out. Which can be tough because he's very technical. But he still has a chance
to. He's trying, though.
Yeah, he's trying. He's not trying. Just like GSP. GSP was trying. He was trying to finish off fights. Like he had with, Dan Hardy. He had him in an arm bar, and I forgot something else. He was trying to finish it, but he just couldn't. Yeah. He couldn't get him.
Now, if he knocks out Wilson Reis, that'll bring.
That'll make more noise.
You need more highlights too. You need something to give to the public. Yeah. But also, I'll tell you what: if Wilson submits him, and then his comeback will be even bigger.
Yeah,
he'll be a bigger star because now this guy.
That's what we need
on a
big
streak.
Yeah.
But if he wins, it's like. Here's another
If
thing
he wins split decision, does anyone carry?
Well, regardless, whether he wins anyway.
Or unanimous.
Does he fight another guy from that division to break to the Anderson Silva tie, or does he move up in weight class?
What are his goals? Like, does he want to really make a name out of himself, or does he just care about defending the championship and really cementing himself as the greatest?
I think he cares about that. I don't think he cares that much about money. I think he cares about being the best in his weight class,
or the best ever,
Yeah. Feats at this point. And I think it's good enough. Not to say he shouldn't. I think it's good enough if he ties that record and then moves up.
Yeah.
Because if he ties that record, then moves up, fights at a different weight class.
Yeah.
Let's say he wins. He can always come down and break that record.
Yeah.
But also, if he moves up,
the legend grows,
loses, and then comes back, that record is still. He can still break that record because it's most consecutive title defenses.
True. Yeah, and the things that we like to see is people that are willing to get out of their comfort zones.
Yeah,
right. We like seeing people move up and taking bigger fights.
Yeah,
that's why I had a good amount of respect for Conor when he fought Nate Diaz at a heavier weight class. What, F it, let me do this. Yeah, those type of things. Like when BJ Penn fought Machida at 200, whatever. It's like those type of things. Even though he lost, right?
You telling me you're not gonna go crazy if Demetrious Johnson moves up a weight class and fights the winner of Cody Garbrandt versus TJ Dillashaw?
Let's go to work.
You're telling me you're not gonna go hype over
that?
That
would get me so hyped up because that's the stuff you want to see, man. As a fan,
because
stuff that you like. You think you might not be able to do ever. Like when you see someone do that, it's cool, man.
And then you get two guys fighting that way.
Yeah.
But I would love to see Demetrious Johnson move up a weight class and fight Dominic Cruz, but not off a loss. Yeah. I want to see Dominic Cruz win one and then fight DJ.
Yeah. I just want Dominic just get healthy.
But imagine Demetrious Johnson versus Dillashaw, Killashaw.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I like that.
That's a crazy.
That'd be a crazy.
That's
matchup.
a crazy.
Yeah,
fight.
that or even Cody Garbrandt. Just
of course, even Cody Garbrandt. Yeah.
Any of those matchups, I'd be really happy with.
But will that take him over?
Yeah,
I
think he needs that other name. To like where you're nervous when the fans are like, yo, who's gonna win this? You know what I mean? Like that GSP BJ Penn type of matchup.
Exactly.
Yeah, those type of
things.
True.
On that note,
hey, we got to be out. We hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. We love you guys. If you did enjoy this podcast, please share, subscribe, rate us. Write us a little love note and tell us how you really feel. All right, so it does help out, motivates us, inspires us to keep putting out content for everybody. Yeah, and we got some new dope hoodies out, so please check it out. Cop yourself some hoodies, man. They're deliciously. I don't know why I said deliciously.
No, you could say deliciously.
They're delicious, man. They're crisp. They're smooth. They're intact, baby. So go check it out. Go to our website, showtheart.com, and cop yourself a new hoodie. Abe, anything else?
No, I just want to say we appreciate all the comments. We appreciate all the reviews on iTunes because you guys have been leaving a nice amount of reviews. Again, it goes a long way. And everybody that has left a review, we really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, man.
Next time, we're going to give you guys a shout-out.
Let's do it.
You guys who've reviewed us so far.
Thank you, man.
And guys, leave comments on our Instagram, Show the Art Podcast or Show the Art X, and leave reviews. If you want to leave fan questions for us to answer or topics you want us to cover, please leave those.
We love chatting up with you guys, man.
Boom! Hashtag Show the Art Pod. Hashtag Show the Art Podcast. Hashtag Show the Art. Hashtag punch you in your mouth if you don't listen to this
punch
show.
Your mama. No, you're not punch your mama. All right, guys, we're out. Peace.